I grew up in a small town and I went to a very small school. It was a K through 8 and we only had 250 kids. So I had the same art teacher for 9 years. And I got straight A's in everything except art. Every year, I always get a B no matter what I did. So I felt like I wasn't very good at it, so I didn't really pursue it in any way. And then in high school, I took a photography class and fell in love with it. And I actually did very well and managed to finally get an A. And I also entered several contests and won some awards, and I was hooked from there on out. My work is inspired by a lot of things. I really like dreams and trying to capture that feeling of being in a dream. I also like ghostly imagery. I used to do a lot of long exposure photography, and I just like the dreamy feeling. I'm also inspired by dark things and death. While I'm not a religious person, I would say I'm spiritual, and I like to explore spirituality and what happens after you die. I like to use the realism of photography, and I like to bring my photos into Photoshop and create magical worlds. We are at Rice Creek Park in Shoreview, and we are doing a photo shoot. I brought my significant other photo helper assistant, John. John does a lot of lugging the equipment in. When I have a set, he will build it. I also consult with him when I'm doing a mock-up, and he has a lot of input in elements that I use. And I also brought my daughter and model, Lindsay, and Lindsay often models for me. I really like this location for shooting because of the variety. It's really beautiful for one thing, and you don't see a lot of houses or other things that aren't naturey. There's a lot of flat area with sky. There's also a lot of woodsy areas. Let's set up right in here. Maybe like in here. I took photography all through high school, and then I actually majored in it for a brief time in college. I eventually decided I didn't want to do commercial photography, so I switched my major to graphic design. And I went into the field of graphic design and pretty much just did photography as a hobby. Okay, so the plan is I'm going to have Lindsay levitating over the bed, and first I'm going to take some shots of just the bed and the bedding, and then I'm going to put her on the ladder and take shots of her, and then I'm going to Photoshop out the ladder. And this was just a quick mock-up that I did. This is actually me. I always start with the props because I want to make sure that they are in the right spot in the location and look right before I start shooting the model. So I'm just trying a bunch of different configurations to see what works when I combine all the photos together. I have a bear and a doll, and I'm not sure which one that I want in the photo yet. And John's an expert at making sure he has the least amount of his hand or body in as possible for easy photoshopping. Okay, I think I got that. I love working with my daughter. Of course, I think she's beautiful, and also she is a really good model and does a lot of things that other models won't, and she's flexible. Alrighty, now we're gonna do the ladder. Okay, climb on up. Oh, yes, that looks great. Can you, yeah, look towards me a little? Yeah, and then can you close your eyes? What I like about this part of the shooting process is actually photographing, because I spend a lot of time in front of the computer compositing, so this part is actually fun. I'm out often outside in nature, working with people. Can you lift up your right leg? Yeah, point your toe. Can you lift your leg higher or no? Okay. I want people to feel something when they see my work and have some sort of emotion, maybe create their own story or have it remind them of something in their life. Okay, I think we're good. Looks awesome.